All right, let's get right into this.
Not believe this.
First video of the
Fuji
year.
Systems just sent me this. Wait for
Oh
it.
yeah, $10,000 PC.
PC.
What? $10,000?
Oh, the animation's so bad.
$10,000 PC to review.
So
Which
about that
honestly is
animation,
mind-boggling, because that
I rushed the animation so quickly. It was like something that while writing the scripts, oh, it's such a good idea. I want a animation to interact with because I don't have friends. But then like I think it was like on the wire. I had to get the video out like the next day or something. So I just rushed this little GPU looking animation character. That's what it's supposed to be. I think I might have lost the model. I'm so bad at preserving 3D models. But yeah.
just the perfect opportunity to see how much
I
better
miss
a
that
high-performance
office.
PC like this is
I
over
miss
your
that office so
average
much.
off-the-shelf computer. And I mean, listen, come a little closer.
Shouts to Martinelli's apple juice, so
I've always
delicious.
been a bit skeptical about these high-performing PCs. being
Yeah,
worth
this
the
video was
cost.
really
I'm
hard.
Sure many of you can relate to this PC struggle when you're
This
trying
was a
out
really difficult video to make
not
because
exactly sure how much value
it's a bit of an interesting story.
expensive PC over the cheaper one.
I one day got an email from Nvidia.
I am happy to announce
They're
that
like, "Hey, we have this thing we want you to try. What's your address?" I sent my address, and then like the next week, that PC just showed up, and I opened it up, and there's like the two Titan X GPUs. I'm like, what in the hell is going on? It was an interesting situation, and so I was basically tasked.
I simply do not get
There's the
what
GPU
could
again.
possibly be in there that costs that much. Does this thing file your tax return for you? Does it heal all back pain?
And
GPU with the good old text to speech.
honestly, I have my skepticism about
Anyways, the story goes they sent me the PC and I wasn't exactly sure what was going on. It all happened so fast I was confused. But it was an amazing PC with Linux loaded on it, and so we negotiated like a little video that we wanted to do, and there was some complications in between there, and it was a bit of a mess. But eventually, we came to the agreement that this was the video that was good enough, and for this video they will allow me to keep the PC, so everything worked out.
What if I simply write an algorithm?
But it was a
that
bit
will
of,
close
I'm not
my
gonna lie, it was a bit of a shit
use that
show.
algorithm for all the times that I'm
But I
pressing
absolutely
the
love both
button
Nvidia
with
and Puget.
all
They're
powered by
amazing. I
AI
love
and
them
machine
both.
learning, of course.
Amazing
And now the
companies doing
question
amazing work.
is using
Oh
AI
man, this mouth closing AI.
that much better at doing this.
Yeah, it works extremely well
Artificial intelligence is
on the
one of
actual
biggest
training
technologies
data, like when you apply it to train data, obviously, because that's the data it was trained on.
This experiment should give you a
But
more
outside of that,
answer on
it
what
falls
benefits
apart
anyone
pretty
with a
quickly.
computer should give you.
I should go back and work on that algorithm a bit more.
I've written an algorithm that will look at a face frame by frame in a video, find the mouth in that frame, and
Yeah,
then
that algorithm
out
itself
what it
too.
would
I
look
need
like
a
if it were closed. Then at the end,
I need
it
to
would just stitch
work
all
on it
its
a bit
frames
more.
together to give you a new video, but
Because I don't know why I kind of ignored the sizing of the mouth for some reason. So it's like kind of fixed to a distance. It's a bit strange.
Using a computer that is a lot more relatable
Excuse me.
will give you the most value. So I grabbed this regular off-the-shelf $200 computer that my mom had. and
Yeah, I expected this experiment, the data science PC versus the off-the-shelf PC, like playing out a lot more epic than what actually ended up happening.
Now, this computer is made
But
of something
like I had worked on the video for so long that I didn't have any time to
because of the limitations of this computer,
take another angle for the video. Well, actually, the first angle that I tried was a bunch of benchmarks. I was trying Blender.
I can't
Wait,
even
hold on.
install the tools that I need to run this algorithm.
Yeah, there were some people in the comments saying that like this is not possible to do.
Well,
And there's a lot of people criticizing the fact that I was using the Linux the Linux wheelhouse or whatever it's called. But that was an attempt after trying like a few different Windows wheelhouses.
That script on the off-the-shelf computer to
I need to turn this down a bit because I can hardly
But-
think.
Nope. I've been trying for hours and hours to get all the tools.
What was I saying? I was saying something. Oh yeah, so the original angle that I had was I wanted to do a bunch of like unofficial benchmarks.
Got the message.
Um,
Learning is not supported on this.
But I was having some complications with getting certain applications to run on the Linux machine, so it wasn't really like a good comparison because there's like this was ran on Windows using some software that wasn't used for the Linux. It was a bit of a mess. So this was like the second idea. This one I started to get more serious with like trying to make more giftable stuff.
I have no other choice
That clip right there.
compare my daily driver computer to see what kind of benefits I'm missing. I'm just gonna port over everything to my
Yeah.
PC, hit that start button, and error?
What was I doing here again?
Not again.
I don't remember what I was doing here.
Alright. I tried fixing the errors, but I'm throwing in the towel. After trying several things,
Yeah, I'm being reminded how much of a mess
Did you ever try looking to see
this trying to make this video is. It was a proper mess.
you peasant?
Oh no, not an ad. Oh no. You guys are getting it raw. You're getting it raw here. You gotta watch the ads and all. I should have downloaded the video. Wait a second. That's a great joke.
video, I legit thought it was going to be
That is a great joke.
process, but
The head exploding joke.
I just want to know how great this computer is. And listen, that's fair. But being the lazy bastard that I am, I know an infuriating, yet surefire way.
Yeah, this part right here was completely me just giving up. I was like, dude, I cannot spend another day working on this video.
AKA,
So I compared the CPU
it worked first try.
to
So, I'm going to just let that run.
to the GPU, to two GPUs, two Titan X at the time, like top of the market
I'm done trying to surprise you
GPUs.
guys. Honestly,
But I mean, in my defense, like
systems, data science,
all that pain that I went through is like valid. Like if you're legit looking to buy a computer,
PCs, I
this is like a process that you could possibly go through.
works. And for all the nerds out there that are
That was at least my defense for why I compared a GPU, two GPUs to a CPU.
it also has an Intel Xenon processor, 128
And if I recall correctly, I don't even think I was able to compare anything.
cable management.
I don't remember.
But back to the objective. Now the algorithm on both PCs
Yeah, and this is part of the problem with like doing sponsored content, because
and if we
like sponsored content is like very necessary for any YouTube creator, because it helps you pay the bills and do really cool stuff. But at the same time, like sometimes you're like pigeonholed into only a few things that you can actually do, that
science PC
it makes making content itself a little difficult.
14 seconds. That's a 24 times speed up for the first processing.
But if I am to like actually give my honest opinion, the PC they sent is amazing, absolutely amazing. I still use it to this day when I need to do like a lot of data crunching stuff.
Takes the data science PC 3 hours to do
And the reason why I like it over cloud stuff, like I think like a cloud solution is also good if you're using the collaboratory and stuff like that, or AWS or whatever your preferred cloud computing is. But the reason why I like it just is because like I have all the local files there. There's sometimes like loopholes, not loopholes, but like different processes you have to do to like get local files onto the, and I mean I'm pretty sure it's probably easy, but I don't know. I much rather have as much control as possible.
this is a likely
But they are very expensive
Now it's time
PCs.
to actually use the mouth closing algorithm. But wait, first a quick message
A quick message from the sponsor.
Try doing anything data science related in almost any
Yeah, I always try and make like the ad reads like not a slug, not a pain to sit through for you, the viewer.
The data science PC has a solution called Rapids. A GPU
And that little skit at the beginning was, I guess, was part of it,
science PCs.
part of that attempt,
This works out
that effort.
no dependencies required. I'm even talking about commonly used deep learning libraries like TensorFlow, which are used for this project, and
TensorFlow.
I now understand that all the time that I wasted trying to get the tools to work in order to do a benchmark is exactly what NVIDIA is aiming to solve. There's actually a lot of tight stuff about what NVIDIA is working towards with the data science PCs.
Oh yeah, like that beautiful Titan
But
RTX.
the last thing I want to share with you is that it's called the data science PC, but it can be used for other things like gaming, rendering.
Yeah, I wonder if they're doing like
Honestly, you
even more powerful data science PCs. I'm really, I'd be interested to know like how this market works, because in truth it's like those are really expensive PCs, and oh my gosh, there's so many ads in this video.
You know, you should take this online Python.
This guy right here, gotta love him. He's a legend. He's a meme legend.
market for a high-performing PC.
But yeah, I'd be interested to know how like this market works with the high performance PCs, because I would take it that like most people that watch my channel can't afford a $10,000 PC. I don't know, maybe if you save up for it, maybe. But
video and even have
I'd be curious to know like how many PCs do they need to sell like this to make it like turn a profit, you know, make it worth it. If they have a couple of like institution, you know, people that work at schools that watch my videos and they grab one. Oh, I'm actually talking right here.
look at us now. I wanted to do real time like
It's pretty good here. I'm gonna tell you a trick about this algorithm. I cannot turn my head. I cannot. The whole entire algorithm is like dependent on the classifier, because the algorithm's broken into a couple of parts. It's like first you have to classify the face, and then you have to within the face classify the mouth, and once you classify the mouth, then you need to extract the mouth, and then you need to throw the mouth that is cropped and extracted into the algorithm, and then the algorithm will spit out a closed mouth, and then you need hold up, and then it will take the algorithm spit out a closed mouth, and you need to then take that closed mouth and then map it back onto the actual mouth, which is using classifier again, or you can just save the actual data, like the rectangle of where the mouth is, and then once that is done, then you can apply that to the actual frame and then spit it back out. So all I'm saying here is that like it's all dependent on the classifier. So like when you turn your head, sometimes it can't classify the mouth, and yeah, I don't know. You do what you can. I kind of just meandered this whole entire commentary, but that was the first video of 2020.